The headline is really dramatic. Hamas says it has agreed to hand over its weapons. But before anyone concludes that the war in Gaza is nearing its end, it's worth taking a closer look at what has actually been announced and what hasn't. The first thing to understand is that this is only one side of the story. So far, there has been no official response from Israel. The Israeli government has neither confirmed nor rejected the proposal, at least not officially. And even if that response comes, as many expect, it should not automatically be seen as a breakthrough. Prime Minister Netanyahu has little incentive to openly clash with President Trump, at this stage at least. So, Trump is looking for a major foreign policy victory, making it likely that Netanyahu will publicly engage with the proposal. But he also has to keep his far-right coalition partners on board, particularly with elections expected in October this year. That means any movement on Gaza is likely to come with political compensation elsewhere, most likely through further expansion of the illegal settlements in the occupied West Bank, a step that would help reassure his right-wing base. That is why I don't have much hopes for this right now. Then there is the timeline. Even if an agreement is reached, implementation would be anything but immediate. Sources familiar with this proposal tell us that an Israeli withdrawal could take anywhere between 200 and 300 days. According to those same sources, the agreement would only enter into force 14 days after receiving formal approval from all parties, including Israel. Perhaps the most important detail, however, is the wording used by Hamas. The group says it is prepared to hand over its weapons, but only in parallel with an Israeli withdrawal from Gaza, and of course many other things, including allowing more humanitarian aid in, situation of the crossings and so on and so on. And it also says that those weapons would be transferred to a Palestinian community, not directly to Israel. This is a significant distinction from Israel's long-standing demand for Hamas to surrender its weapons outright before any broader political settlement. So, is this a breakthrough? Potentially, but it's far too early to call it one. Until Israel formally responds, and until the major political and security differences between the two sides are resolved, there is as much reason for caution as there is for optimism. The proposal may represent an opening, but whether it becomes an agreement is a very different question. And that is mainly the reason for skepticism at this point.